Right guys, today brand new video and we're going to be talking about RTT I won. Now you'll know I won it because the title of the video will clearly explain that. Now, first couple of things, like all the other battle reports, I'll show you the BCP screen and talk you through the games and the event and the overall experience. So first of all, this isn't an RTT I was expecting to do. It was a last minute thing. My good mate Paul, who you know when you watch the streams, was like, oh, I'm doing this battle for Bedsworth, if you want to go down and do it. Now we've got RTT coming up, so it was like, you know what, I probably should. It'd be good practice. Let's go now and do it. I'd signed up like the day before, not having looked at the rules pack, nothing. I just thought it was going to be a bog standard RTT, the terrain we're used to, but it couldn't be far from the truth, as you'll see some of the videos. Now, first of all, amazing venue, Venator Games. Any of you have been, incredible venue. John, who runs it, an amazing guy. I've known him for years through playing Warhammer. Absolutely top bloke. You know, you're really well received. It's a very friendly environment, and overall I had an amazing time. So we get there, like I say, I hadn't looked at the tournament pack, and it turns out it was only a 14-man RTT, but it turned out, and it was very apparent, that it wasn't the terrain I was used to. And what I mean is, it was narrative terrain. Now, I was quite fortunate, because the list I was going to run was a very, for you guys who have watched previous battle reports, you know I like messing about with tanks and stuff. So it was 2,000 points of tanks with Canis Rex. So even though the board was quite open, I was pretty much safe from being shot, and with the firepower I'd got, it means, unfortunately, my opponents were likely to be shot in return. So we'll go to player details, we'll go to list, and we'll walk through the list as you can see. So, try that again. Right, garlic milkshake. I always do some sort of stupid name for my lists. So I've seen this actually off a cooking video, and the dude was like, whoa, that's as strong as a garlic milkshake. So I thought it was quite funny. So 3 Tech Marines, 1 with blanker damage, obviously, because it's insane. 3 Ballistic Dreadnoughts, 2 Gladiator Lancers, 2 Gladiator Reapers, 2 Predator Destructors, a Navigator for that 12-inch no deep strike, and Canis Rex before the update. He was insane. He didn't die all day. He was just absolutely insane. So if we go to the pairings, if I can, no, it's going to show you. So first game, as you can see, I go into Tyranids. Fairly newish player, so I was really trying to help him to do as best as he could. Like not coaching, but like telling him what to do, what was best, priority target, all that sort of stuff. But his list wasn't what I was usually expected to see, as you would expect from a beginner Tyranids play. It was all like mishmash of stuff. I really spiked on the rolls of Gladiator Lancer, 1 shot of Tyrannofex. I rolled 2 hits, 2 wounds, he fell both sides, and I spiked and rolled double 6 and handed him 18 damage and it died. I've actually got a video of that. I'll upload all the videos over the video anyway, but so as you can see, that was relatively a good win for me. Yeah. So as you can see in this matchup as well, there's some good players like Luke Townsend, Paul Wilstead, very, very good players in the local meta. So going into round 2, I go into Paul, which is no shocker because there's only 6 tables. So the odds of you playing, if you'd both won first round, and because we'd both won 100, I'm pretty sure we were on the same point, so they paired us like that. It didn't go on random and brackets, it went off points. So me and Paul ended up winning, ended up playing. Now Paul has got a horrendous Stormlance list. This is, everybody who knows the meta scene, this is basically an off version of Josh Roberts' Stormraven list. So we've got the Apothecary, Marnius, Tech Marine, Assault Incessors, Blisters, Brutalis, Company Heroes, Eradicators, Infiltrators, Scouts, 3 Storm Speeders, and a Storm Raven. Now, the Brutalis went into their Storm Raven with 3 Eradicators and a Tech Marine, and honest to God, as you can see, the score's pretty low. For 2 turns, he absolutely pegged me. Squeaky bomb time for me. I mean, honestly, if I didn't have a couple of clutch rolls, it might have well gone the other way. He dropped the Brutalis out. He dropped the Brutalis out next to a Lancer with Oath a Moment, and one-shot it with the Malters. I'm like, oh my God. And obviously collapsed my whole right flank then. So it was just a matter of, right, I need to make sure I can score points, but also not expose too much because he has got the firepower to slap me back. And as you can see with the result there, I did end up squeaking the win, but it was an incredibly good game. Now, getting into turn 3, we went into top table with Luke Townsend. Everybody in the meta, everybody who plays 40k in the UK probably knows Luke. He's big in the competitive scenes, absolutely phenomenal guy. His Emperor's Children list was horrendous. Now, I won't bore you with reading it all out, but it's just a pretty much bog standard Emperor's Children list with a couple of Mauler Fiends. So we rolls off for deployment. Now, one thing to note in this mission, they were using asymmetric deployments. So this last mission, I was the mission, but I was in the middle of the table and Luke was all around me. And what happens is then, whoever wins roll-off literally determines in the asymmetric deployments who goes first. So he knew who was going first. So we deployed everything on the line, and bearing in mind, I just castled up in the middle. Deployed everything on the line, knowing next turn he can advance and charge into me, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. So I'm sat there thinking, oh well, I suppose I've had 2 good games, I'm just going to be absolutely slaughtered here. Turns out Emperor's Children don't do too well into vehicles, because they ran in, didn't kill anything, and then subsequently dies in a turn and a half of shooting, because they're only marine bodies, and he had a couple of rhinos and Mauler Fiends, but Las Cannons picked them up and Canis was doing his own thing. So unfortunately it was a one-sided win for me. In the UKTC scene, Luke could have probably squeaked the win because I can trickle him units and he can kill them, but the problem is with that asymmetric deployment is if he goes first, he has to rush me straight away, and because there's 2,000 points of tanks sat there in Canis, he couldn't really deal with them all in one hit. So it ended up being that he bounced off me and then I shot him to shit next turn. But like I say, in UKTC that would never happen because he can comfortably kill 1 tank at a time, just every turn, or 2 tanks a turn with a couple of units, bang, 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 bang. So it did. So I did win. And if we look at the placings, it'll go me, Luke, and Paul. Now, Paul is a very dear friend to me, and this was his first podium win. So I was actually more excited for Paul be on the podium than myself, because Paul always gets like really unlucky pairings. So when we went to the Glasshammer GT at the start in the middle of the year, he pairs into Nathan Roberts, and then at the start of the year or whenever it was, he goes to another major and pairs Manny Chima first game, and then he just gets the most unlucky pairings. So it's good to see him do well. So yeah, once again, massive shout out to Venator Gaming. Absolutely incredible event, incredible store. I couldn't believe how clean and lovely it is. I'll tag John in this video. I got some nice objective markers he gave me for the videos and stuff, and I also won a set of the golden objective markers, which are crisp. So if you want any of them yourself, go over, check John out. Please go over, even if you're in like the Staffordshire area, go over to Venator. It took us about an hour to get there, but you know, I really do believe that it's a really great gaming shop, and it looked busy as hell. So what's that tell you? I think that tells you everything you need now. So yeah, cheers everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.